Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dave from Two Average Dudes. Michael, chime in a second. Today, I want to talk about Ottawa and their homeless crisis. And I got a few notes. I just put them down in front of me so I can feed them to you. Okay, 2014 to 2017, 143% increase in homelessness. Right now, there's 230 families in hotels at a cost of $3,000 a month. I know some people are saying that, I think the government's saying you can't properly function in a hotel. I can. I can function fine. Maybe it's a little different with a family. I don't know, but you know what? What's the alternative? I'm in a hotel or I'm sleeping in a cardboard box. I take the hotel. There's $6 million in the hole this year because of this stuff. When you look at it, you're going, wow, they have a lot of problems. But there's people going to Ottawa. There is cheaper places in Canada to go other than Ottawa. Like Ottawa is actually sending people by bus out of the city because it's too expensive for them. Like there's one guy I was reading, I think he has a family of 5 or something like that, 4 or 5. I'm going, holy mackerel! Like, you know, where is that going? So let's look at some of the problems. Like, okay, if you lost a leg or an arm, you can't work, or there's other issues. Well, yeah, everybody needs a little help, and I agree with that. And along the lines of everybody needs a little help, I agree that you may need a little help, but it should only be for a certain amount of time. They're talking about having builders build homes cheap. They're talking about, they have subsidized rent now. And subsidized rent is good, but if I'm paying $1,500 for an apartment and you're paying $7 because you're on subsidized rent because it's geared to income, that's not right. If you can't afford it, you can't live there. It's simple, right? Like, how come these people that are working hard and everything else, and that, they're paying full shot, but meanwhile, if you're not educated and you can only work at a minimum wage job, you're getting subsidized. That's not right. You have to, if that's the case, you have to move. You have to find a place that's cheap enough to live, or increase your education, or work 2 jobs. Subsidies by the government, it's not the fix. The fix is self-reliance. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're injured or whatever, that's a different story. But subsidies and all that should only be for a short period of time. And then after that, sooner or later, you got to stand on your own. Mike, what's your take?
Dave, the fact that we even have a homeless crisis in Canada is insane. I can't believe we're talking about it. Out of all the money we spend in other countries making sure that they're out of poverty and they have no homelessness and all that, how do we have the same issue here? We should be saving some of that money to spend here so we don't have this issue. And I get where you're coming from. Everybody falls on hard times, okay? Everybody falls here and there on hard times. And everybody needs a helping hand. So we are not prepared to help the few Canadians that do need these helping hands. The fact that we have so many families in hotels is insane. Okay, spend that money so they can be in a hotel is ridiculous. We need to step it up here as a country. I know it's not a long-term solution because there are a few that need long-term housing help because they can't work mentally, physically, all that. But everybody else, short-term, needs a helping hand once in a while. And we as a country to stand up and we need to fix that. Okay, the fact that hotels is not the answer. Totally agree with that. It's not the answer. It's hard to live in a hotel. There should be more temporary shelters, more space, especially through the winter time. Every year during the winter, we get into a homeless crisis because no one wants to be out in the cold. They're okay, living on the streets and all that in cardboard boxes in the summertime, but in the winter, it's too cold. So why every year haven't we stepped up and figured this out yet? Instead of giving Rwanda $8 billion next year, let's only give them $7 billion and save $1 billion here to fix homelessness during the winter. Let's fix at home first, guys. Let's work on that, and also, people do need to step up and not take advantage of the system. They need to use it for the temporary time they need it, not take advantage of it forever. Anyways, guys, if you like our videos, 2 thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.